I hit stop record after talking a minute about the graphic user interface of this screen I'm looking at right now, but there's a reason why I hit stop record, and I don't want to do it again. But anyway, I was going to go into this play I treated my mom and grandmother for. Well, technically it was sort of like Mother's Day. Um, well, my mom's birthday isn't until November, but um, my grandmother's birthday was actually the same day as the Star Wars, like May 4th, and the reason why they chose May 4th as Star Wars Day is because of the expression, "May the 4th be with you," and I was about to tell that to my grandmother, being that that's her birthday, but she already found out through Jeopardy because of a category they had one night of all the things that have taken place on May the 4th. I guess four other things aside from Star Wars. So, I know I mentioned whether it was in a video that was lost or not, that I was trying to figure out, or whenever my grandmother's birthday, or whenever Christmas or Mother's Day comes along, I actually I have a, I think with my grandmother more so than my mom. With my mom, as long as I'm not like giving her like like a bottle of alcohol or something, or champagne. I've actually made that mistake not once but twice, and my mom's reaction. I gotta remember exactly what she said, because once I do, then I'll be sure to share not only like what she said, but how she said it. But with my grandmother, it's a little tougher to get a gift for her. For example, like for Christmas, I decided Christmas 2014, I actually got her this. She's a really big fan of Scrabble, and I figured like she like gets the big heavy dictionary, and not that it's like too heavy, but whenever she wants to look up or challenge a word, or whoever's playing next to her Scrabble, that it doesn't take like 10 seconds or more to look up and see if it's a word or not in a Scrabble or official Scrabble's dictionary. So the only thing I'm grateful, or the only thing like, I know I could have brought this Scrabble, electronic Scrabble dictionary new, but in my head I was thinking, okay, there's a chance that she's not going to use this. So I went ahead and got something that was pre-owned, used. When I actually got it, the batteries were actually corroded inside the machine, but thankfully it worked. But I mean, it works now, but does she touch it or use it? It's just sitting somewhere in the house collecting dust. She's not the type of person that'll like throw it out, or at least within the span of I would say a year or so. It's probably just some place in the house that at this, she's 92 years old, and her doctor restricted her from going to the basement, and I'm sure she doesn't go upstairs in the house for the same reasons. I know that she was in the hospital last year. It was her 91st birthday. In fact, she was talking about it. She was talking about the fact that she didn't like 2 dozen different people asking her, how old are you? I actually feel the same way about certain things that people ask me on a constant basis, and I will go into like one question that people constantly ask. But that was a theme of a video I sort of addressed Tuesday night, and then it just sort of like went into things I didn't want to talk about. But for example, another question people constantly ask me, whether I'm like down in Florida, or if I'm in New Orleans, or if I'm traveling like in Europe, and people hear me like, and it's not just like French speaking or Spanish speaking countries. Although I mean, I was just in Spain, and this girl was like, oh, like for someone who's from under a rock, you know, your English is pretty good. She asked me where I was from, and I said like under a rock. But speaking of like things I tell people, I'm going to stop this video now and pick up where I left off in the next one.